to start the episode. The music cut out.
Happy Everyday Christmas!
It is the beginning of the Christmas month, and it is Whiskey Newbs. Another week. Christmas special. A special. Okay. This week we have...
Who are we? You don't even tell who we are.
I don't even know. This week I'm Larceny. No, this week I'm Kevin.
This week I'm done.
And this week we're drinking Larceny by John E. Fitzgerald. A Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Small batch. 46% alcohol by volume. 92 proof.
I've seen this before, but I didn't know it was on your list, but it's always intrigued me. And we had quite a few options. But nothing called out to me like this one.
Yeah,
this is fun.
Well, we had a few other things that we were looking at, and this is the one she kept pointing to.
Oh, we have a Christmas list.
Oh yeah, so we've got the next couple ones lined up. We don't know the exact order, but apparently John E. Fitzgerald had a weakness for fine bourbon.
Fine bourbon.
I know how you feel, brother. Huh?
What's the difference? What makes a fine bourbon?
Well, back in 1870, it was probably the whiskey that didn't poison you. But yeah,
it was just poisonous. That's the regular whiskey. Is it fine like really finely distilled, so it doesn't have the rough parts of the alcohol?
It was a $26 whiskey, so I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna. But God.
Little fingernails.
Hey, I got it.
I'm always ready to shoot.
But this sucker can take a fall off of a countertop. We know that.
We had it on the edge of the counter on accident, and that. Oh.
God, come on. This is not great.
It's fighting me a little bit. But that glass.
Am I going to do cork every time? Cork.
I already did it. It's
oh.
very
Oh, I think actually some might have leaked out when it fell up, because it fell upside down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it landed straight down, so I...
Holy.
Yeah, so I think some might have leaked out just a...
bottle.
Yeah.
I thought for sure it was going to have a crack.
It's not my hand.
I believe you.
Alright, so... Ooh.
Very
there
nice.
we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hopefully everybody's holiday month is going okay so far. We're only in it, just getting into it, but...
It's been a pretty decent holiday month so far.
Just hand it straight to you. It's a big cork.
Ooh, that is a spicy.
Ooh, I like that. All right.
For $26, I'm already impressed because first of all, it took a fall off of the counter.
It's leaking.
It's
is it a crack?
Might have been. I mean, no. Honestly, it could be a little fissure. It just falls apart while we're.
There's no way it has a.
But to have a cork and to be that thick of glass and to smell this like.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. This is just like right up my alley, because I already can tell that it's got that spice to it. But it's not overpowering. It's not an overpowering, like, super cinnamon.
I smell pear a lot in this.
There is some fruit there.
Because I feel like in a scotch, sometimes I'll smell more of the apple.
Yeah,
there's like the sour apple. But in like the bourbons, if there's any of that, it's more of a pear to me for some reason. But I haven't smelled a pear smell in a while. It's like a kind of monkey shoulder a little bit. Like maybe that
light grass.
Spicy part of it.
I'm going to say the nose is a little weak, though. It's a little weak.
It gets diffused pretty fast. But it's still very perfumey. Like, it's very fragrant. Like that part that hits, and then it goes away like a floral
there.
scent.
It's like a wood, maybe a light wood or something
like that. I'm smelling flowers too. I feel like those white little flowers. No?
No flower for me.
Like a sweet smell.
The only sweetness that I'm smelling is that, like you said, that kind of peary fruit. It's not super fruity, but...
It's funny to have the butternut squash. My mom made that fruit medley with nuts. This is a lot like that smell.
Maybe it's
that compote,
influenced.
you know? Yeah, I'm like, I think when you smell something, it comes out of the liquor more.
All right, let's see what we got.
It is lighter than I would expect. It has a robust, like, a spiciness.
It lights up your tongue. It like
It
lights
made
everything
my
up.
mouth really watery.
It did, yeah. As far as flavors go,
Jeez,
I
like a
do
candy
have,
cane.
yeah, I think there is a little mint.
Wow, we are really starting off this Christmas themed episode. Like, this is Christmas month, by the way, so every episode is gonna get more and more intense. Just be ready. But,
Until we're just literally dressed
just
up
dressed
as
up
Santa and white.
Reindeer.
Yeah,
But
you're a
this
reindeer.
is so Christmassy.
I would, yeah. This
I looked up a list of Christmas spirits, Christmas whiskeys, and this I think would be really high on the list for me. Like, cause this is not overbearing. It's not something that is just for Christmas. This is all year round, but it brings you back
now that
to
I
that.
smell it, I think I
peppermint?
smell the mint. There's like it's not at the forefront. It's like
really,
it's
it's
behind
really
that
in there.
spice a little bit.
Like when you take a deep breath of this, there's something that I want to grasp that's not there. Maybe it's the grass also, because I didn't read that at all at first. But when you take a really good smell, it does get lighter though. It's a nice, like, it's a best of both worlds. It kind of gives you what you want on both sides. If something's too strong and you want something a little more milder, but you also still don't want to, like, lack on flavor, this is great.
Yeah, really.
This would be such a good, like, eggnog additive or a hot toddy maker.
So that's why they call it Larceny. Because apparently Fitzgerald had the keys to all of the, like, what, rick houses? Yeah, rick houses where they kept the barrels of bourbon. And he would just go in there and take what he wanted and mix it together, and he would do his own blending. Oh my
gosh, that's so funny. So
I Elf's attacking you.
Oh, you coming for me, bro?
He's coming
for me, bro? Come at me, bro. He's like, hey, make this thing just get.
Elf on
the shelf. He's on my. But did I ever tell you about suicides? And my mom's like, she loves. I don't know if anyone knows what a suicide is, but it's when you mix all the sodas together.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She just recently told me that, like, at Taco Bell in California back in the day, suicides were so prominent in the hood. Like, you would go, and so many people would get them, that it was a drink you could order. That's what this dude did. Like, he literally, like, you put in, he mixed it all, that this company was just like, okay, we gotta do it. Well,
that's legal. Now. He did it illegally. He's like,
still
what I want.
That's hilarious.
He made an illegal suicide.
Hey, that's even more like going down in history. Like, you made it legal.
How did he? I wonder how they. Like, did he go to jail or something?
I mean,
I really wish I had looked up the history.
Maybe next time we'll have a little more.
Maybe I'll come back and let y'all know about it, because it's like, what did they brand? They're like, oh, well, get off, but we're gonna brand it though, and you're not gonna make any money off of it.
Maybe next time we do a review of one of their other lines, we'll add the story.
I don't know if I know any other lines of Larceny. I see quite a lot of people pick this one up, but then again, it's a mid $20 whiskey, so I think what I'm seeing is things that are just at liquor stores and things that people have tried, and it's like, hey, $26, I like this, so I see people post it a lot. I don't know if I like this enough to get it again.
I would like this. I think that if you're in a pinch and you want something that's good, this is really, like, high on my list. I think dare I say
$26?
Dare I say I think I like this more than Elijah Craig. I'm not sure.
Whoa.
Like, for a price point. Like, I feel like, I don't know how much, off the top of my head, is it more or less?
It's a couple dollars cheaper, I believe. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Elijah Craig's a little bit more. It was cheaper.
Proof.
It was like it was like $23 a while ago, and then I think with all this advertising that they're doing for Elijah Craig now, there's lots of, like, an advertising blitz for it or something.
There's something really. Oh, it almost has more of a molasses and honey smell.
Did I pour
to me? Did you?
I might have poured you.
I didn't even notice. Wow, this is
Okay.
I don't know. This is way more delightful than I thought
I'm not gonna pass judgment on it yet. I'm gonna say that I'll give it. I'm gonna try another little sip before we go ahead and end it.
That's a really good flavor profile.
I'm not gonna say that I dislike it. It's just, I'm judging a lot of things based off of price point. If you take price out of the equation, then I mean, a lot of what we've drank, I would probably give a passing grade. But I mean, when I think bourbon kind of has a universal taste a little bit, and unless you're going to the ones that we've picked out that definitely have a more unique flavor palette, this kind of just tastes like a normal. I mean, it's not bland like the Burnside or something like that.
Like I like Burnside, but like you said, it's bland. Like there's something that doesn't make me as excited as when I taste something like this. Like there's something like it's like tea. Tea isn't as flavorful as a juice. It's not like coffee. It doesn't like wow. It maybe chai, but even then, it's a mix of a lot of things. And if you do like this, hits so many of the sweet points without being too sweet. I think that's nice because bourbon sometimes it's like a very dark flavor with the sweet on top. But this is more just like a very sweet, light.
I'll say it's got a very. I'll say the nose is not dominant, and it doesn't bring a lot to the table, but it is very pleasing, and I keep going back to it. That I've noticed that I keep.
Yeah,
I just smell it.
It's a good perfume.
I don't think it's sweet enough to be perfume.
Really?
I don't think
like
perfume.
A cologne though, like a sweet cologne, I guess, is what I lean
This is
towards.
more. This smells more like what I would classify as like maybe a deodorant, something
Yeah,
that you
body
don't.
wash. It is kind of like light, like a scented.
Yeah, and it
something.
maybe it has some of that. I wouldn't say sandalwood. I don't even know what sandalwood specifically smells like, but like it does have
Like
a little
a
bit of wood and I think maple actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm smelling. Like it's almost like a maple syrup. That's really funny because I was thinking more molasses, but it's not quite there. Yeah, it's like a maple syrup. It's very
Just drink the rest of it.
I just like how it has all the little bits of like a light experience, but with flavor. A lot of things that are light tasting are very bland. Like you taste something for a second and then it's water. This is not water. Like it definitely has a robust taste, but still being light.
All right, I'm gonna say that it's unique enough. That might be my passing thing from now on. Is it unique enough to where I remember it and it has a different. I say this has enough of a different flavor profile than the things that we've tried so far that I would probably give this a passing grade.
This is really close for me to the experience of a monkey shoulder because
no,
like for me when I first tasted monkey shoulder, I just knew that flavor profile was like gonna be right just what it is. It's not gonna taste like anything else. This doesn't taste like monkey shoulder, but it hits my like excitement like that does. And that's like so if we're putting numbers of like things you're hitting, that's like it's 37 like spots where this is only like 15. Like I feel like 15 flavor notes, but still that's way more than like we don't have them up there, but like the scotches sometimes that we've tasted or some of the random.
And you're just not into the scotch as much as I am.
No, and it's funny because monkey shoulder is a scotch, but it's like it's so unique. And there's a lot of scotches that I like Glenlivet. We saw that and I forgot about that. Great.
Yeah, you really like that.
That is so much different than this. This is so much more like, oh, okay, it's giving me a lot, whereas that's just giving me one solid good flavor. Like, it's a really great flavor, but it's like solidly just what it is. This, I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting. It's like, ooh, every time I eat something different, I might get something a little different out of this.
And that's the great thing about this is that you're going to try, I mean, this is 24 tries now for us on video at least. And we've tried a bunch of things. We're probably in the 40th range maybe by now, I'd say. That's pretty good for us. Because we have tried some things that we haven't put on video yet, just things that we liked. And some things that we didn't like that we'll go back and do a second review on. But
I guess before I forget, I'll look up the list.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to have a really Christmassy list, I was going to go through some of I don't know how often I'll do this, but go through some of the Christmassy sounding whiskeys. This is on the list for me. I feel like this would be great for all year round, but it does have like a slightly Christmassy taste. There's a William LaRue Weller. I've never heard of that, so that's something I want to look into. But Alberta Premium Dark Horse. These are just a few that I've seen. Like nothing that I'm. I'll have to do some more research because I think that's about it. There's like a lot of stuff on the list, but I think I'll do some flavor profiling, see what they actually taste
I
like.
think I kind of lost my train of thought before, but yeah, it was basically the gist is that there's so many different whiskeys, and me and you are going to end up having ones that we differ on. You know what I mean? Where you definitely like it more, and I like a different one better, and that is a great thing about the whiskey world. I think is that there are so many different choices, and that people's their flavor profile, things that they taste are, we're all varied. We have different foods that we like. So,
did you want to say the list?
what list? The list of No, it's everything.
Oh,
It's
no.
always a surprise. You're never getting what we're doing next week. That's
the
whiskey
list
new
of what
promise.
we might do.
No.
Don't know.
Just think about a whiskey that you want to try, and it's on my list. If we haven't reviewed it yet, then I'm gonna get to it. I like trying whiskey.
We hope you're having a great Christmas so far, because it is the
not
first day of
Christmas,
Christmas. That's my rule. So if you're with us, every day is Christmas. Or you can be on my side, which is the Christmas side, or you can be on his side, which is like,
It's free for all. It's December. Do what you want. Listen to music. Put your decorations up. But I don't want to see them before December. All right.
But that's not my philosophy. So it's Christmas every day, pretty much in my heart. But
glasses up. Huh? All right, glasses up, and cheers to you.
Love yourself.
And love yourself.
And yourself.
And love yourself.
And yourself. And yourself.